Mindrash production.
This is Football Thoughts. Manchester City 2, Wyndad or Wyndad 0. Full-time score. Haha. Hey man, this was a satisfying watch, man. Not that these ops won. Not that this stinking team, these blue devils, blue demons won. Nah, man, it's because they're star signing, beef jerky, turkey jerky. What's his name? Ryan Jerky. Hey, he was a flop today, hey? Huh? I'm gonna hate guys because every time there's a new guy that plays for my team, Manchester United, these citizens have the audacity to hate. Listen, let's start off with this, man. City are playing a new formation, the 4-1-4-1. It's not looking good, man. It seems like they're still trying to rehearse training routines. It seems like they're still trying to get used to these new players of Reinders and Jerky and Mamouche being in the attacking center. It seems like they're still getting used to the formation because I saw how they were setting up, and it seemed like their wingbacks were pushing more in the midfield, supporting Reinders, and they were playing with two defenders at the back when they're building up play. But it seems like Rico Louise and O'Reilly were by the wingbacks, moving as like a 3-5, 3-2 formation. But City, on the ball, they're always going to be all right. They're going to be very ball retention team, holding up the play. I believe Reinders had a better debut than Turkey Jerky. You know, Reinders is he's box to box, man. Very good player. And I believe, with Rodri behind him, it'll make Rodri's life way more easier because he has a runner like Ryan does. And with Ryan is playing with either Bernardo Silva or Ryan Jerky or Gundogan, I believe it's still a good setup midfield wise for City during the course of the season. Attacking wise, they're the same. They're still not fluid attackingly. They hit the good counter breaks, but there's still not a lot of chemistry between Ryan Jerky, Mamouche, and Doku. Foden got the first goal, yeah, but after that disappeared. Doku got the second goal, but during the course of the game, he was, his first touch was off. His coordination going forward was a little bit shaky, but he got that, weird goal that Doku gets, and then yeah, the whole game is gonna be ignored basically for his poor performance. Savio Savinho is like the problem with Savinho is that when he drifts in the right, yeah, he's playing right wing, which is not his natural position. His right position is left wing. You can tell that he doesn't want to go down the outline. You can tell that he always wants to just cut inside to the left side because he's more comfortable on the left. And that's what slows down City's attack for me. And that's because they still haven't gotten it right from last season. I feel like they're going to lack less goals if they continue to play him on the right wing this season. And bro, you should see how he plays. He's better on the left. He's more comfortable on the left because he always wants to drift out to the left. He never wants to drift right when he's playing on the right wing. That just shows you that when he wants to use the right is when he wants to cut in or he wants to go out to the left. And he's more of an assist merchant, man. Mm, Pip is just utilizing him wrong. And I believe the same thing will happen with Ryan Jerky. Reinhardt, Vine Dad, why dad? AC. They played very good football. They said they were set up very good for City not to score more goals, of the 5-4-1 formation. South Africa's own Temba Lodge, as skillful as technical um South African players are on their feet, we still don't know how to shoot, guys. I don't know how many times Temba has shot the ball and it was off target, bro. There was a scenario where he had beaten one of the players and then he slipped and then passed the ball. But okay, yeah, I'll give it to him. He slipped and he passed the ball. But in situations like that, you gotta cut in and bang it and finish it, man. And I believe he was trying to, get the scouts for the Europeans, yeah. And it failed dismally, man. Failed dismally. But overall, man, I'm not worried about City because from today's game, they showed that they're still vulnerable defensively. Yeah, because they haven't recruited anybody in the defense. Um, when they get caught in the counter, they struggle. their wingbacks to come back because their wingbacks are so pushed up forward in the pitch so much. So really, defensively, City haven't improved. Midfield wise, they're solid because of Reinders and Rodri being back. But Jerky just didn't feel right for the system. And I think the overall move to City was a bad one because if you see Ryan Jerky, he's a maverick. He's not a coaching player. He's more of a player of you give him the ball and you allow him to do whatever he needs to do in a free roam. But I believe that in this system, Pep's gonna shrinking those attributes about him and allow him to be less of a maverick. Kind of what happened to Jack Grealish when he arrived at City. You didn't see the same Jack Grealish that you saw in Aston Villa because he was more of a maverick, more of a free roam player and setting up players for himself. And in football, you get players like that, players who are you just don't coach. You give them the assets of a good team around them and you just allow them to do what they need to do. The only player Pep has allowed for like any sort of freedom is Lionel Messi. And that's Lionel Messi as an exception. And Kevin De Bruyne, because the system was built around him. And for Ryan, he seems out of shape. He's got that North African body type. But guys who have that North African body type, they got good ticks, they got good feet. And, but from body language, I believe he's going to struggle in this main City team. No doubt about it. City's got a good bench, man. These guys' bench is legit. And I mean, if you got Haaland, Rodri, Gundogan, Nunez, Oscar, Bob, Ruben Diaz, John Stones, Silva, and overall a strong bench for rotation, then yeah, you could see them finishing in the top four, probably top two, depending on how quick this team gels. Because in this game, although they won 2-0, there were certain scenarios where I could tell that the chemistry still didn't click for these new players. Ryan is having a good game, but attackingly still, the fluidity in the attack is still a bit off. But yeah, you guys let me know in the comments below, man, what you guys think, man. Was City attack off? Did you feel like they needed to improve midfield wise or defensive wise? Let me know in the comments below. And yeah, man, FIFA Club World Cup has just been stalemate, been boring in these group stage games, but it will get better in the knockout stage, I believe. And yeah, people, this is another broadcast of the FIFA Club World Cup with the hate watching of these main city demons. And yeah, I'll see y'all next time, people. Like and subscribe. It's good karma. This is Red God TV.